MODULATE is a medical research study investigating whether different drugs or dietary advice can help people with stable ulcerative colitis whose diarrhea symptoms are not under control. This website will provide you with information about the study and some questions for you to answer to see if you may be eligible to take part. We have known for many years that around 1 in 4 people with ulcerative colitis still experience diarrhea, despite being told that their disease is technically under control or in remission. This can have a huge impact on quality of life, as there are currently no treatment options available for this group of people. One potential approach to this problem may be to use existing treatments that work in other conditions. For example, irritable bowel syndrome. Many people with this condition also suffer from chronic diarrhea, and there are safe treatments available to help them. These treatments are known to slow down the flow of digested food through the gut. One of these treatments is a special diet known as the low FODMAP diet. This involves removing from the diet certain sugars and fibres which may make diarrhea worse, and then putting them back in amounts that the gut is comfortable with, under the supervision of a trained dietitian. Several medicines are used to treat diarrhea. These include loperamide, amitriptyline, and ondansetron. Loperamide is an anti-diarrheal drug and can be bought over the counter. Many people will be familiar with it. Amitriptyline and ondansetron are drugs that have been used safely for more than 30 years. Amitriptyline is an antidepressant, and ondansetron is an anti-sickness tablet, but, like most drugs, they have other effects. In MODULATE, we are interested in their effects on bowel activity. We are not using amitriptyline as an antidepressant, but as an anti-diarrheal drug, and we are using it at much lower doses than those used to treat depression. Some studies have shown that using either amitriptyline at a low dose or ondansetron changes bowel activity in people with diarrhea. In MODULATE, we want to see whether these treatments lead to an improvement in symptoms and quality of life for people with stable ulcerative colitis who still have troublesome diarrhea. The results of MODULATE are therefore important, as they will help doctors decide whether they should be using a low FODMAP diet or drugs like amitriptyline, ondansetron, or loperamide routinely in this group of people. In order to find out which treatment or treatments is best, we need to do a large clinical trial to examine each treatment very carefully. To do this, MODULATE will recruit almost 500 people, all of whom have stable ulcerative colitis but who are still experiencing diarrhea. Potential participants will be identified from between 25 and 30 hospitals all over the UK. To find out which treatments work, a computer will allocate people taking part at random to take one of these 3 medicines, the low FODMAP diet, or standard dietary advice that is often given to people with irritable bowel syndrome. This random allocation will ensure that we give each treatment option a completely fair test, so that we get a clear and reliable answer, especially as the results of this trial could affect medical treatment for millions of people with stable ulcerative colitis who are still suffering from diarrhea around the world. If you join the study, you will be made aware of which treatment you have been allocated to. If you choose to take part, you will be asked to participate in the study for 6 months. You are free to withdraw from the study at any time without giving a reason. If you have been invited to take part in this study, then you may have received a leaflet containing more information. This leaflet can also be downloaded on the More Information section on our website. Please read this carefully before you decide whether to take part, and do feel free to contact the research team if you have any questions. Thank you for your interest in this important medical research study. We hope that this trial can really make a difference for people with ulcerative colitis, and that it can provide much needed answers as to how best to manage ongoing and troublesome bowel symptoms in people whose ulcerative colitis is otherwise thought to be in remission.